Angela Yvonne, and welcome to Vegan Pop Eats, where we aim to educate, showcase the hottest vegan spaces and trends, and to meet you where you are in veganism. Now, what exactly is veganism? Veganism, or plant-based living, is when you abstain from animal products, whether you're eating it or you're wearing it. And people want to know, why should I become a vegan? Well, I have 3 reasons. Number 1, health reasons. A lot of people come over to the vegan space because of health issues. And it has been proven that if you eat produce, fresh or organic, that it can turn some of your health issues around. Number 2, you're saving the animals. Animals experience joy and pain just like we do, but it's just not about the chickens and the cows. Over 3 million animals are killed each year by wild services because they would kill livestock, which means a loss of money. And number 3, you're saving the planet. Where else are we going to live? Now, if we reduce our intake of meat and dairy, it will reduce our carbon footprint, which means it could help with climate change. I'm Angela Yvonne, and this is Vegan Pop Eats. Ravi DeRossi has had the vegan streets in the Lower East Side in New York on lock, showcasing how to do veganism right. Now he has a new concept, Saramsam, which means very delicious, where he takes us over to the Philippines across the ocean, vegan style. So we are here with the person who made this fantastic feast, Chef Raj. Thank you so much for allowing us to come in and eat this food. And I am ready to dig in. This is amazing. Now, what made you want to tackle Filipino food?
Filipino food, right? If you think about Filipino food, 99.999% of the Filipino food has some kind of meat product on it.
Yes.
Why do I want to tackle it? Because it's a challenge, you know, challenge to be creative with what you can do with the ingredients that you have and make it still taste like Filipino. So, and you have to be a little bit obnoxious and crazy to do Filipino food with no meat products.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, so far I think we're doing a pretty awesome job.
Okay, well, I'm about to tackle this, and we're going to start from what looks the most delicious. This does, because I love a good mushroom. So what is this?
So 3 kinds of mushrooms: maitake mushrooms, oyster mushrooms, brown beach mushrooms, and a classic adobo sauce, right? Adobo, soy sauce, vinegar from the Ilocos province, bay leaf, and some garlic in there.
Okay.
What's up?
That's what's up. Oh my gosh, I love mushrooms. And the thing about Filipino cooking that I learned is that they always like to do a salty and a sweet with it.
Salty and sweet. I mean, there's a lot of salty and sweet, or either really really salty or like really really sweet, and there's a lot of opposing components that to a normal individual who's not used to the culture, they're like, this one does not work, but for some reason it does work. You know, I think the genius of the cuisine is that we take things that doesn't work together and like we make it work.
Oh yes.
You know?
Okay, so now this is a gorgeous dish.
Right. So
what's this right here?
So also with the plating here, we want to make sure that you guys know that you're eating vegetables. Like we want to make sure that you feel like the plate that's like in front of your face is it's like a beautiful mosaic of garden vegetables. So hence we overload this stuff with vegetables. Okay. So here, classic pancit. Pancit is a Filipino noodles.
Pancit.
Yeah, pancit.
Okay.
Pancit is essentially egg noodles with some kind of sauteed chicken on it with vegetables.
Okay.
But in this case, we're using plant proteins, okay, from impossible meats, okay? Instead of mixing everything together and making it look like a sloppy, we separated all the components. So you get to play with your food. Like you can add less to it, you can mix it if you want. You don't have to mix it, just dig in, you know?
Okay, well, here we go. Let me see. I don't know where to start.
That's the whole idea. That's the whole idea.
Oh
like you don't know where to start, then eventually you will discover where to start.
Do you see this? Oh my gosh. Okay. So why do I have to come and live here? Because this is so good. Because I love the crunchiness of everything. I love the flavorfulness of everything. And I love the presentation because it's so colorful.
A typical pancit, every single bite will be the same. This one, every single bite is completely different. It's like being transformed to a whole new place. And you're like, oh wow, this is like another bite, but the same exact plate.
Yes,
you know,
because I know there's a difference between this bite and this bite.
Absolutely.
This bite was a little bit more tangy.
That's the idea behind it.
Okay, so the next thing we're trying is this.
Okay, so a classic Filipino condiment is called kamatis at bagoong. Essentially means tomatoes and fermented fish.
Okay.
Right? Now, a staple of the Filipino cuisine is that fermented fish. So how do we go about interpreting that flavor, right? So what we took is that we took some black beans, we cooked it, and we fermented it for 2 weeks until it became really, really funky, right?
Black beans?
Black beans, right? That's a dressing. So this is heirloom tomatoes from the farmer's market, white peaches, funky black bean vinaigrette.
Not funky black bean.
Oh, it's
that's
funky.
What you name it?
Yes, it's funky because that's what it is. Like you can't hide it, right?
Okay.
But your reaction is the exact same reaction people get. But when you have a little bit of everything, it makes all sense. Like it just balances everything out.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Now I'm sort of scared.
Be scared and then be magnified by the genius behind it.
Funky black bean
and,
dressing.
Yes, and have a little bit of that white peach in there.
Did you say peach?
Yeah, peaches. I know, right?
Okay, hold on. Oh my God.
And that peach, oh.
This peach right here?
Yeah, right there.
Right here?
Yeah, right there. The same time while that's popping in your mouth.
Tastes so fresh.
It is fresh, right? We go to the farmer's market every single day. So one of the things that I'm really proud of, right, is that I have my scooter and my bag, okay? Literally, we're taking hyper local to the maximum definition of it. I am going to the farmer's market every single day in Chinatown and getting my vegetables there. So we cook what we need for today, and tomorrow it's a whole new level, like start over again. So we're not getting from a big purveyor.
I'm in love with this.
Right? That's the genius behind it. Yes.
And what was the name of this again?
Kamatis at bagoong. Literally means
Kamatis
bagoong.
Bagoong.
Yes. Yes.
That's phenomenal.
That's what's up.
That is phenomenal. That's like one of the freshest salads that I've ever tasted. And I don't taste the funky bean.
No, because everything mixes well together, you know? Everything is balanced.
So now I'm geeked. So what is this?
So that is sisig. It's called sisig. Sisig means to cook anything in a seasoned platter.
Okay.
Now traditionally, and I don't want to scare people off, it is traditionally made with a pig's head. Right?
Okay.
Like the whole part of the pig's head, like snout, nose, ears, brains. But in this case, we actually found what we call wagyu. It is from Japan.
Wagyu.
Right?
Yes.
It's called Wagyu. It's not Wagyu, it's Wagyu.
Wagyu.
Yeah, so
Okay.
this is the vegan version of a teriyaki strips. Now,
Okay.
they did a whole blind tasting with Michelin star chefs. And out of the 10 chefs, they picked this as #2 best tasting meat. But it's not meat, it is plant protein based meat. So that's what we're doing here. Some chilies, some lime, a bunch of herbs. If you can squeeze some lime in there, then mix.
I was
Like
going to
everything.
ask you, should I squeeze?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then mix everything together, you know.
You said mix together?
Yeah.
Okay.
Underneath in there too, there's some eggs in there, but
Oh,
yeah. So the eggs is made from mung beans.
the egg is made from mung beans.
Mung bean puree, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Do your thing.
All right, Chef Raj.
This one will take you back to Guam. I promise you.
Oh, it smells so good.
Right?
It smells so good. Okay. All right. I'm ready.
That's the one. That's the one. That's the phrase that we want.
That's the one.
That's the one. That's the one.
Oh my God.
That's the one.
Gosh.
That's what's up. That's the one.
I gotta taste another bite because,
Please do.
oh my God.
Take 2 more bites.
With my greedy self. Hold on. I'm gonna just go ahead and wash dishes because this, you have to come down here. You have to. Oh my gosh. How? Like this tastes just like,
Just like good food.
it's caramelized. It's spicy.
There's some bite to it, you know, like.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm impressed. I'm impressed.
Thank you. Thank you. All
So
we
what-
do is have fun and play.
So what was the biggest obstacle that you had with transferring the Filipino cuisine to vegan style? Because of course it's heavily based in meat, but were you able to get the flavor profiles together in order for it? Because I've had Filipino food, and if I did not know that this was vegan, I would just be like, oh,
Yeah.
there's a poppin' Filipino space over at such and such. So how were you able to, you know, dissect everything and make it so powerful? Because this is powerful.
Powerful, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So it's very simple. One word: fermentation.
Okay.
You take anything you want, because essentially we're using fermented fish, right? With our cooking, right? And they're really funky and stinky. But you could do the same thing with vegetables.
Okay.
Right? You can take any vegetable you want. It could be black bean, it could be mango, it could be papaya, and just ferment it. Like we ferment it like right by the kitchen where it's like the perfect temperature until it bubbles, you know, until it becomes funky, you know, until it becomes that flavor that we want. You know, like the longer you let it sit in the kitchen, the funkier it gets.
That's gonna be my new word.
Right?
Funky.
Right? Like funk.
Funky is going to be my new word.
So when we figured that out, I mean, everything else was just having fun with the food.
So did I miss out on this?
Yeah.
Or is this
So just in case you're getting bored by all this flavor, right? What we have here is something just to like cleanse your palate. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Very simple. Fermented mango. This mango has been fermenting for about 6 weeks. Okay. There's nothing to it, just salt and thyme.
Salt and thyme.
This is salt and thyme. Right? Like this should wake you up, right? This is just salt and thyme.
That tastes like it could probably be a cocktail.
Exactly, right? Salt, and same thing with papaya. Salt and thyme.
So all of these are palate cleansers.
Yeah.
Okay. So what is the proper way to do it? Should I eat this before I do each dish in order to
There's
clean?
no proper way. Like whenever
Okay.
you feel like it, like if for some reason you want to dip this lumpia in this spiced vinegar, I mean you could do that too. If you want to
Okay.
add mango to this lumpia, you could do that too. There are no rules. Like you discover your own way, you know?
Now, I came here
Oh, for the lumpia, right?
for the lumpia
Yes.
because
we will take you to heaven.
I'm gonna grab. We got the lumpia. Now what's all in here?
vegetables. Everything here is vegetables. Vegetables,
But is it
mushrooms.
funky vegetables?
I mean, it's not funky vegetables, but it is bright vegetables.
Okay.
Mushrooms, 2 kinds of cabbages, carrots,
Okay.
ginger, garlic, scallions, a bunch of plant proteins in there. Like you'll see.
Okay. All right.
You'll see.
Now I've had good lumpia.
Oh, I know, but this is a great one.
Okay.
Oh, I heard that. I heard that. I heard that crackle. I heard that crackle. Do me a favor. You mind?
No.
Yeah.
Teach me.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Right? Mm-hmm. That's vegan. That's all vegetable. Who needs meat, right?
Not me. Not me. I don't need meat. You don't need meat. Because this will change your mind. This will change your mind.
Oh yeah, I like that. You went for the third bite.
Oh my God.
I love that.
It's so crunchy. Look at them.
Look at that, right?
Y'all are missing out.
Also, like the key details, right? If you ever go to a Filipino restaurant, all the lumpias are like rolled, very like uniform, like it's made from the factory. This lumpia is rolled, so it's imperfect,
Right.
right? So you know it's hand rolled. So you know that when you order, we're like rolling it to order. Like I want people to know that the lumpia, how it's good. It's not how you roll it tightly, perfectly round,
Right.
but what's inside of it.
Absolutely.
It's not the makeup or the clothes, right? It's the soul behind the lumpia. That's what it is.
Absolutely.
I mean, this is mad soul. You know?
Well, this is phenomenal. This is phenomenal. And I'm gonna take another bite of a little bit of each. What is the most, what is the word can I use? Because I'm so full and this is so delicious. What is the word that you would use to describe what you do down here?
We just really want to share our culture. You know, I mean, I'm Filipino. I grew up in the Philippines. I came here when I was 10.
Yes.
We want to share that Filipino hospitality, which is making sure that when someone comes to your house, right, when they come, they're fully fed and they feel like you've known them for 100 million years, you know, and like they should feel that you guys are best friends, you know. So that's what we're trying to do.
Well, you are now my best friend. So when I pop through, don't act like you don't know me, Chef.
I know you. I know you.
Well, thank you so much. This was so phenomenal, and thank you for your hospitality. I really appreciate it. Thank you
so much.
I know that after you saw all of this, you still need a little bit more convincing, but that's okay. I have a lot more coming for you. I'm Angela Yvonne, and this is Vegan Pop Eats. Let me get some more of this because, oh my gosh, do y'all see this? So good, so good.